Hi there, I'm here with Felicia Bender, and she is a Grinnell College first-year student and a member of the Pioneer Women's Swimming and Diving team, and this week was named the Midwest Conference Performer of the Week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did this come as a surprise to you in terms of winning this award?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did really well, especially this weekend. We had really good meets, and the team is just doing really well overall, so I never would have expected to just be singled out.
It was a busy weekend for you, to say the least. You had 3 duels, basically Friday night a double duel against Simpson and the University of Nebraska Swim Club, and then you're up bright and early the next day to head to College for a dual meet. In that span, to say your performance was remarkable would be an understatement. You won 5 events, the 200 and 500 freestyles on Friday, and as part of the medley, 200 medley team, and then Saturday came back with a victory in the 1000 freestyle and 100 butterfly. Which of those races that you won would you say was your most impressive performance, or the one you're most proud of?
I think definitely my 1000 freestyle, because I dropped a lot of time from the beginning of the season when I swam it before. So, yeah, everything else was just kind of the same, but...
Was it tough going back-to-back? I mean, I know you will sometimes swim 2-day meets, but was it tough going back-to-back in dual meets and swimming so many events?
Yeah, I think to some extent it was difficult, but we are kind of used to that, having weekend meets and stuff, so I think that we did pretty well considering.
Well, the team is really doing well, too. You won all 3 of those duels pretty convincingly. Talk about your impression of the team's performance this year.
We are really on track. I think that we're doing a great job. I don't remember what our record is, but I really think that we'll win conference. I'm pretty confident about that, both the men and the women. So,
talk about your performance as a first year. Was it tough adjusting to the collegiate level of swimming?
I think for me, yeah, because I'm not really used to the type of training that we do, because I'm just pretty much average all season, but we have a really awesome taper, I know, so it's a little different than what I'm used to.
The thing I find impressive is Joe Lytle was named this week's Men's Performer of the Week. That makes it numbers 10 and 11 for the Pioneer Men's Swimming and Diving and the Women's Swimming and Diving teams for Performers of the Week, which is impressive in itself, but the fact that only one performer has done it twice, all the other times has been a different person. Michael Bruce has done it twice. Every other time it's been somebody different. What does that say about the program?
I think it just shows how deep our talent is and how we have just a really talented swimmers.
Did you go on the Florida trip?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of that? That had to be a great experience.
It was pretty intense. I have never trained like that. It was a lot of swimming, a lot of cross-training, but I think that it really helps us with our swimming ability and just getting really into good shape.
Which event do you consider your strongest?
I would say the mile, probably.
Okay. Well, we're getting towards the end of the season here, kind of in the stretch run. We have the conference meet coming up here in the middle of the month. What are your goals for that meet?
I don't really have any specific goals. I just kind of want to see where the taper will take me.
Right, so you don't have any specific time that you're shooting for or anything?
Not really. Not really.
Just kind of see what happens.
Yeah.
What will be, or have you declared a major yet?
I'm thinking maybe biology, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. What would you do with that?
Probably environmental stuff, because I want to do an environmental studies concentration, so pretty interested in that. Or work with animals, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, fantastic. Again, this is Felicia Bender. She is this week's Midwest Conference Women's Swimming and Diving Performer of the Week. It's become a regular occurrence for the Pioneers this season, which is great. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.